This is one of my favorites, dockweed. There's a lot of different types of dockweed. There's curly dock, there's burdock, there's just, random different assortments of dockweed. You really have to know what you're looking at, because a lot of different plants can look similar and they're poisonous. So you've got to make sure that you've really got dockweed. Now, what people don't understand is that you don't have to murder the plant and pull it up by the root. These leaves, I mean, yes, technically you can use the root. A lot of people use, burdock root, but these leaves are exceptionally potent. Just the leaves are exceptionally potent. Even if you dry them and put them in tea, they are exceptionally potent. So you don't always have to use the root itself. You can see by this, they've got burrs on them. That's why they're called burdock, because it will make these beautiful little miniature burrs. So these typically do come back every year, but again, sometimes they skip a year or two, especially if you're trying to raise it from seed. As with anything that's seeds, you want to let the plant go to seed before you harvest anything. And be respectful. Don't take everything you see. Ask sacred permission. In paganism, the land is meant to keep most of it, and you're only meant to have, some of it, however much you actually need. So when I do harvesting, I'll actually go and see which individual leaf and things that I'm allowed to have versus not. I mean, it's that specific. I shouldn't even have to say this really, but in paganism, that's something that everyone should know. So this started out as just one little sprig a couple of years ago, and it's really taken off. It's really great. And these leaves sometimes will get a lot bigger than that too. Just depends. So burdock is pretty common. Any dock is pretty common. We use this for cleansing. It's immensely good at cleansing the blood. If you have any kind of toxin in your body, whether it's a bacterial infection, a virus, even poison of some kind, I'm saying everything because I want to tell you exactly how powerful this is. It can get rid of fevers. It can get, people that have, it even has properties to it. And a bit, again, I'm saying this in pagan belief. It's not been proven by science necessarily, but it can, in moderation, actually, we believe that it can mend, tumors and, not mend, but get rid of tumors and mend organs that might be failing. So it doesn't really quote mend anything, but it cleanses the body of anything that is tainting it, so that the body can then allow itself to heal. So we talked about mugwort right before this one, right? Mugwort was the big healing one. Oregano before mugwort was kind of a healing and a mending, but maybe wasn't as potent. So this is an immensely potent cleansing as far as, when you ingest it. It's also good for smudging, but typically when we talk about burdock, we talk about any dock really. It's typically something that you're ingesting, and you do have to be careful because you can overdo it. Little goes a very long way. It is so powerful, so you can really overdo it fast. Anytime you've got a cold or something, it's really good. Even the leaves, even just the leaves, don't have to murder the plant, just the leaves. Literally just one leaf is one, like a leaf, probably this size would be extremely potent for 2 cups of tea. That's for 2 people right there. So it's very potent. This can be found a lot of places, just wild. Just wild. Most of it I did not plant. Most of this is wild.